The curse of this building runs deep. Claimed to be one of the most haunted schools in England, George Jarvis has been marked by its past of alleged child abuse and various military uses. Could this be the reason for the poltergeist activity and countless ghost sightings? Let's find out.
It just sounded like something was evil. It was in this room.
Crypt Keepers, tonight we are back in England for another paranormal investigation at a haunted school. Behind me is the George Jarvis School, and I tell you what, this is the perfect spooky gothic building to spend a night looking for ghosts. Look at it!
I am sitting on the stairs of one of the most haunted schools in the UK, possibly the world. I also feel like it's been a very, very long time since Amy and I have investigated a school. Tonight's going to be an interesting type of investigation for us.
I know from past investigations, as well as just growing up, that schools can hold a lot of trauma, but this one dates back to the mid-1800s, and some of the things that occurred here, kind of sketchy, and the building's creation was just sort of cursed and doomed from the start.
There's definitely a few interesting ghost stories at this place that rival its appearance, because I guess it's like this looming gothic building just in the middle of the English countryside, like there's not much else around it, a small village.
We have also been invited here by our good friends, the Ouija brothers, so I'm really, really excited about that, and I know that they have investigated this location before, so huge shout out to them. Definitely check out their content, subscribe, they're really good guys. But yeah, I don't think we could have picked a more perfect spot to investigate tonight, so stay tuned. This glorious gothic school building has resided in the English countryside since the 1850s. Named and funded by the late George Jarvis, a wealthy businessman who passed in 1793, and specifically stated that he did not want his money to be left to the underprivileged people in the area. However, despite his final wishes, the George Jarvis School was erected, much to the disgust of George's spirit, who is said to wander the halls constantly cursing the building. From 1862, the school operated, offering boarding and education for less fortunate families. But some whispers of abuse have swirled surrounding these times, with children being locked inside the dark clock tower as a cruel punishment, with crude etchings still marking the walls left behind by the likely scared and sad children who were locked away. Additionally, the building has also been used as a youth hostel, acted as accommodation for the American Army, and even served as a military hospital. All of this differing energy throughout its history has left behind remnants of the past and various hauntings. Some have claimed to cite George Jarvis himself, often within the hallways, but sometimes peering outwards from windows. Then there is a gentleman named Daniel, who died whilst on horseback, said to cling to the building which he helped to construct. There's also reports of a young boy upstairs who many believe was once locked within the clock tower, though he isn't the only child to remain on site. And then there is a clergyman who reportedly haunts the cellars, grabbing people and making them feel uncomfortable in the space. Adding to all this are the reports of poltergeist activity, disembodied footsteps, bangs and slamming doors, as well as wailing, whistling, strange music and voices heard throughout the property. Tonight, we will investigate this epic haunt alongside our good mates, the Ouija brothers, who you should definitely check out and subscribe to. They had invited us to this location after previously investigating it themselves, and having a number of experiences within the building, some of which they described as feeling evil. So who or what will we encounter tonight? If you're ready to take on the George Jarvis School with us, hit like, subscribe, and let's jump into the investigation. Alright, Crypt Keepers, George Jarvis School, we're getting started with a walkthrough. And I have my brothers here, my Ouija brothers.
Yeah, my Ouija brothers.
Maybe even sporting the merch, check that out.
I'm an honorary
There's only 24 of them, isn't it?
Oh, I feel so special.
And you've got 2 of them.
Thank you.
So,
but this is an amazing location. You know, we've done this. This is actually our second time.
Maybe our second time.
When we were here, it's about 10, 11 months ago, weren't it?
Yeah.
We had so much amazing stuff. We had to come back and we thought, you know what, let's bring Amy. It's such like an iconic looking kind of building, very creepy. It's got that abandoned feel to it as well. So hopefully, you know, we can get some spirit action as we're walking through right now. But it's an amazing place. It's great to be back here. I know we got some good activity last time, didn't we?
Yeah, upstairs was really good in the colourful room, I'll call it, because it's not really got a staple of a room. It's just loads of colours, yellow, red, blue, and we had lots of K2 activity in there.
Well, we had footsteps, we heard voices, and like lots of the objects were going off. Your famous GhostTube app was throwing out some amazing words.
Oh.
Is it famous?
Infamous, we call it. The
AmysCrypt.
infamous.
All right, so we're going to walk through the entire building and show you guys around. Our first stop of interest is just here next to Steve, and I'm just going to call this a seance room.
Yeah.
I think they call it the parlour room. It's really cool, but
Seance room, parlour room.
I mean, it has a Ouija board, so to me it's a seance room.
But yeah, we got a lot of activity last time. I remember we had like the REM pod on the table, and it sounded like something like kick the table, and then the REM pod was triggering, and as we was like walking around, lots of spikes, and we heard footsteps coming from the hallway, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that was awesome.
And then we went out, looked down the corridor, and there was literally no one there.
there.
So that was pretty cool. I mean, yeah, the mood of this room is pretty.
Especially when this door just that,
Yeah.
and it's just you in this room, it just really closes itself in. And
It doesn't feel like it's actually connected to the school, like, because the rest of it feels like an old abandoned school. But this is like a living room in a house, because we've been to locations before. There's a place just down the road called 39 Degree Street, and we get like flashbacks of being in that room in here, because it doesn't feel like you're in a school when you're in here, does it?
I'm looking forward to investigating this room. So we spoke to Nat, the caretaker, today, and she was reciting a few stories for me. Again, she reiterated they have had a lot of footsteps out there, so footsteps, strange noises, usually emanating from the hallway, but doors opening, closing on their own, slamming. Then you've also got the dolls. She has said that dolls have moved on their own, not in quite a while, but poltergeist activity has definitely occurred before. And I don't know if it's because I'm like near a window right now, but it is very cold here. Like just here. So if there's anyone in this room, my name's Amy, this is Jared, and I've got Steve and Griff here tonight. So if you want to follow us around, you're most welcome to. If you want to slam a door, move a door, please
Throw
do
a
that.
bottle.
Throw a bottle. Do it.
Oh, I'd love it.
Yes.
If that
Do like a
door's
portal.
bashed open right
I'd like
now.
it if someone just picked me up and threw me through the window.
We'd have it.
I think we're all laughing.
Yeah, the next thing I wanted to show everyone is the toilet, and it is the men's toilet. Yeah, on my channel, I don't know if you guys have found the same, but toilets, bathrooms are always super active for us. It's really weird.
Is it? Well, isn't that like a Japanese superstition as well? Like the Japanese are like very afraid of like the bathroom and the toilet and stuff because of some of the folklore.
Yeah, I've always wondered, is it, you know, there's close proximity to water, maybe like metal in the pipes and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've had so many experiences like on, in or around the toilets.
I thought it was to do with like the cleanliness, and it's a dirty place.
Oh God, what's that?
Funny.
Punish. Well, they used to say
yeah.
they used to punish some of the kids, and they used to lock them up in the clock tower.
Yeah.
There are some stories of punishment here, and there's actually sort of proof of this as well in the clock tower, which we will show you guys when we go up there. So, I mean, that's kind of disturbing and sad because there's kids we're dealing with here.
Speaking of kids, that was using the new feature and it came through in a kid's voice.
It did.
What did it?
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
the dynamic.
To us, this response was quite interesting. There are certainly whispers that children were formerly punished within this institution in numerous ways, including being locked in the clock tower, where etchings of children's drawings remain on the walls to this day. Furthermore, the voice was presented by GhostTube in a childlike manner. This came from our dynamic dictionary that not only allows spirits to select words from a database using environmental sensors, but also allows them to select how they want the word to be spoken. Could this have been one of the children said to haunt this old school communicating with us?
But back to what I was saying about the cleanliness of toilets and stuff like that. I think spirits hang around in sewerage and places where people go to the toilet because it's like a disgusting place for them to be, and as a spirit seems like it's got something over you if it sees you in a different state that no one else gets to see you in the sense, do you know what I mean? That's why I think that spirits hang around in bathrooms, because it's perversion in the sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's like good spirits anymore. in the sense.
Yeah.
I think everything that we delve into is evil.
I can tell you one thing right now. If I die, or when I die, rather, I will definitely not be haunting a sewer pipe or a toilet. I can tell you that right now.
You won't have a choice. You ain't got a choice. It's where you're drawn to.
If there is anyone in here, I would love to know why you're in the bathroom. But I mean, to what Griff was just saying, the caretaker here has heard the doors slammed shut, whether that's the toilet cubicle doors or the actual door. And for a while, they were removing the wooden wedge holding the door open. And she kind of felt as though it was sort of like when she was in here cleaning, things would happen. And maybe it was like a scare, intimidate, or just like a little jokester sort of thing. Even the lid of this bin, she reckons has been thrown off and moved around while she's been in here. So it's definitely an active place where they hear a lot of strange things going on.
I don't know if I could stay in here long enough with the smell. No, it just stinks of...
The smell or a bit scared?
Are you family friendly? Is it?
No, you can say whatever.
You can say piss.
Can I say?
You can say piss.
Yeah.
It is a bit smelly.
I'm just going to say this, full disclosure, if you smell around me tonight, I did tread in dog.
Oh, okay.
Your face
in all honesty,
just dropped.
Because it's not even a conversation you have with people.
Chris, like, I smell sulphur.
It's not demonic.
No, that's Amy.
No, it's just Amy.
But I did just step in dog filming the
Just a
drone
conversation
shots.
I never thought anyone would be having.
Yeah.
Especially with Amy.
Full of surprises.
Yeah, spirits, if you've got any input, you can come up.
Understand.
What, that she tried in dog?
Honestly, as soon as I began to address them though, like we got a response, you can't understand. Now I was warned, and maybe I'm being a bit silly here, but they tend to react better to people who are being more sensible and trying to take the investigation.
I want you to go.
Oh, was that your ghost tube?
Yeah.
I want you to go. Oh.
Oh, so they just said you won't understand. You won't understand, I want you to go.
Yeah.
So maybe someone doesn't want us in this toilet.
Yeah.
Right, on two different devices.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to go down to the cellar.
Here, we decided to follow the spirit's wishes and move on to the cellar. But right as we left, and just as we were getting ready to descend, we received another seemingly relevant response.
Then it'll just be you in the corner. Like this, and everyone's just spread out.
Doorway! It just said doorway!
Were you standing in the doorway?
Yeah, so I am, and well, you
I was
kinda
about
are.
to. I just opened the door.
We're going to go down this doorway.
It'd be good
Come
if the
in
ghost
now.
tube app could say,
Yeah.
it could say, we could stay here for like an hour.
Yeah.
So the cellar is an interesting one. Cellar of an old school, why would it be haunted? It is said to be very, very active. One of the things that happens a lot is bottles moving around. And there are some old wine bottles down here. No one really knows what went on down here, but allegedly a lot of partying from the teachers. And it's kind of like hush hush, no one talks about it from those days. Like what actually really went on down here? Was it something shady or were they just having a good time? I don't know, but this is a place where a lot of things tend to happen. So if there are any spirits around, can you make a noise or touch one of us, please? Maybe you can come up to this device in my hand. You can talk to us. We just want to know that you're here.
You guys getting any vibes down here?
It is creepy. We didn't investigate it last time much, did we? I think we only spent a couple of minutes.
We did about 10. Saying a bit.
Goodbye.
We got, you won't understand, I want you to leave, goodbye.
Yeah.
So-
Doorway, go to the doorway. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like something's sort of maybe
Well-
not happy that we're here.
So when we was down here, we investigated for about 5 minutes.
How old are you, Moran?
How old were you born?
It said, how old
0?
are you, moron?
Oh, more.
I was going to say, I thought there was like 2.
I thought it said born. I was like, that don't make sense.
Again, another negative word, like maybe someone doesn't want us here. You know, that's the
How
vibe
old
I'm
are you,
getting.
moron.
Yeah, because if you just said, how old are you? You could say, oh, you know, maybe he's just wants to know our age, but then the moron bit straight after.
It's like addressing you as a moron almost.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
So which one of us
Yeah.
is a moron? Could you? Well, my name's Jason.
I'm Stig.
Isn't your name Griff?
Well, Griff.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Amy.
You basically called us a moron, just, and we're probably acting like them right now. But which one is a moron? Could you say a name for us, please?
Here.
So mine's saying here. That must be me. then.
Yeah, it's referring to you. All right, Griff, we got an intelligent response there.
We're now making our way up to the second level to continue exploring.
magnetic spike. Can you replicate?
Peak. Yeah, it's
It's just a
definitely a
staircase.
railing here.
Oh, debunked.
And that
Take it,
might
boys.
be
Oh, what?
that might be the reason for the word peak as well.
I know we ain't
but
got a thing on, but I've just heard walking here.
You just heard walking down there. I think he's.
Listen. Can you not hear that?
I can hear like slight rumbling. He's saying he just heard walking.
Come on then, spirit, if you're following me.
Here, as we move up the stairs, we receive another response, which we debunk as possibly being triggered by interference from the metal in the handrail. Yet Griff, who was the last to come up the stairs, thought he had heard footsteps behind him, which we unfortunately did not capture on camera. Yet this would once again be followed by another response via GhostTube.
can you come up here with us?
Sure.
She's not sure.
We won't hurt you. We're very friendly. So I don't have too many stories about the second floor, but I have been told all of the rooms here, all of the hallways are quite active and they've had activity all over. Hanged. I don't think there's any history of like hangings here or...
I don't believe so. I know the man who is meant to haunt the place, George Jarvis, he's the person who's meant to like kind of... Can you hear her?
Is that who was downstairs?
We heard someone.
If she makes a loud noise right now, we might be able to hear her. Maybe she can tap on the wall or something. Just like that. It's funny that it's specifically her.
Yeah.
If there's anyone here who can hear my voice, you're welcome to follow us up to the top floor. We would love some company. Okay, we just made it upstairs. There's a super creepy corridor here, but the room I really want to take you all in is this one?
No.
It's not this one. I'm lost already.
It's a good thing we got these guys here to show us around.
No, I think Griff made the same mistake last time he was here.
I think it's this one.
Yeah.
No, just so you
This is
know.
my place.
Oh,
What's that?
this is my place.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, in a kid's voice.
But this is my place is weird.
But this is my place is kind of like weird and sad. Now, I have heard stories of children haunting here. The clock tower though is really cool. Obviously it's got this clock mechanics here, but there are stories of children being punished in here, and our caretaker actually confirmed that for me and said yes, there were punishments of children. They were locked in here, and imagine being a little kid locked in here. This room is creepy as shit, I'll say it, but there's also remnants of that, I guess, abuse here still. It's etched on the wall. There's a little drawing just here of a person.
Does that say
Oh,
suffocate?
Suffocate, yeah.
And it keeps coming through as a child's voice, so it's interesting to me that up here it's like choosing to sound like a child. Now, yeah, there's a drawing here on the wall, etched on the wall, which is kind of creepy and sad, but people have also seen children. Though I was told today that when kids come through, it's usually for a short time, and then I don't know whether they're overbed or overpowered, but it's only ever really for a short time that the children come through, allegedly. Did you guys get much up here last time, or?
Yeah, so
He was on the top.
like what I mentioned earlier about the colourful room, that's where I think something was evil trying to talk to me. But my main room, the room that I really want to go back to, is the colourful room.
Yeah.
Where it just sounded that someone's evil trying to drag you in, type into like a
It's
false
quite
sense of
It's
safety.
quite significant though, because like the apps come in like suffocate, punish, and when you was here last time, it was like something like horrible was here.
Yeah.
So, is these responses you're getting, even though it sounds like it's in a child's voice, is whatever's evil here, if there is something evil here, are they just mimicking a child's voice, and it's like that did all the punishment to the children?
Yeah.
Is it that person we're talking to, and not a kid?
Can you take us to the evil place? Well, I meant it. This
meant
is your
it.
place. You meant it.
So you
Or
meant
meant
torture
suffocate?
or
Suffocate. You meant which word, spirit?
If there is a kid here, I've brought some presents for you tonight. If you can talk to me a bit more, maybe tell me your name, I'm happy to leave them here for you.
Lollipops.
You've just ruined it for everyone.
Are we heading to the evil room?
Yes, let's go to the evil room. So Griff, you had an experience in here last time that was quite significant, yeah?
Yeah. So basically, the table was in the centre of the room, and there was a chair in here, and I had the luxury of staying up here for about 45 minutes on my own. And I was just talking out loud and just seeing if anything would respond. The K2 meter was going off on the table, and I was asking it various questions. And cut a long story short, it just sounded like something was evil. It was in this room.
He was saying he was evil, weren't he? Like he was asking for responses. But also, I remember when I come up, I think something closed the door. Like something like moved the door. And if you touch that door, that's a solid door. When it's in place. And something like knocked or moved the door, didn't it? And we did hear footsteps as well from outside. And it just didn't feel nice at all, to be fair, in this room. And it was quite funny. There was one good moment because, you know, the GhostTube app didn't say anything during the entire section. And we were just, you know, kind of laughing, joking, saying, oh, you know, that hasn't even said a single word at all today. And then he just says, hello. I think this is one of the main areas we do need to focus on. But also I remember when the other group that come up into this room, they were hearing the same kind of things. They could hear voices and footsteps. There was a big circle and they could hear footsteps walking in between them all. I don't know how much we can kind of like dive into it, but this school was known for abuse, weren't it? Like they used to abuse a lot of the pupils here. So is some of the negative spirits that reside in this place, is it, you know, some of the teachers, they used to do the evil stuff to the kids, who knows?
Having now walked through the entire building, we decided to split up with the Ouija brothers to investigate different areas. We started downstairs by rigging a GhostTube SLS camera in the hallway where many have heard footsteps, while we set up to perform an experiment in the seance room. Here, we were doing Estes, which saw Jared wear noise-cancelling headphones while listening to a spirit box and reciting anything he heard come through, while I asked questions he could not hear. Additionally, Jared would also wear GhostTube Lens to digitally scry visual white noise to assist with entering a trance-like state. But we'd also add in an extra element to this experiment, placing Jared's hands upon a Ouija board to see if anything meaningful would spell out, whilst removing the visual bias from actually seeing the board. I'll admit this wasn't the most successful experiment, but we did perform a similar experiment weeks after filming this at the Skirrid Inn with our friends Laura and Eric, which actually yielded more compelling results. This was published to Laura's YouTube channel, so I'll link the video below for you to check out, but now let's jump into investigating.
And we're set.
Okay, Estes in the parlour. Hello, my name is Amy and I'm here with this guy called Jared.
Who is he?
This guy is called Jared, that's funny. Or is there somebody else here?
The doll.
Okay, there's a few dolls in here. Can you tell me about the dolls? I'd love to know about the dolls.
A bit closer.
You want me to come a bit closer to the dolls? We're also trying an experiment where Jared's got his hands on a Ouija board. They're actually moving as well. Can you go to the first letter of your name?
He's a mate of mine here.
Okay. Who is it? Can you tell me what their name starts with, perhaps?
I can hear it.
Okay, cool. We figure this reduces bias of the Ouija board because Jared can't actually see what he's pointing to. So maybe you can use Jared to talk through, say something in his ears, or maybe you can move his hands.
Sit down.
Okay, I'll take a seat.
Here, Jared's hands do move across the board, but never come to rest on an actual letter, so we cannot conclude any response.
Is that okay if I sit here?
4.
Is that how many of you are? There's a really weird noise. I think Jared's moving the Ouija board.
Patience.
I don't know if that was what the noise was. Planchette has come off, okay. Can you move that to a letter for us?
Here, the planchette seems to shift towards the no answer on the board after I ask for it to be moved to a letter, so perhaps this wasn't the easiest form of communication for the spirit.
Table.
If you walk up to the table, there's actually 2 red lights on it as well. If you get very close to them, they'll light up and make noise. That just shows me that you're here. I come with a lot of respect and I'm just here to talk to the people of George Jarvis School. whether that is George Jarvis yourself.
Here, the planchette seems to move towards no again, implying that George Jarvis may not be around to talk to us.
Today.
You were here today?
Spirit.
Your spirit is here?
You.
I've been here all day, yeah?
Many of us.
How many of you are here? I can hear the board scrunching like he's moving it.
That's us.
Oh, that's kind of cool because I'm like, I can hear the board moving and they're like, that's us moving it. Thank you so much. I'd love to know who's here. Is there a name somebody can share with me?
Again, the planchette points to no, indicating that whoever may be around did not want to share their name with us.
I've heard a lot of things happen. Oh, thank you. Because I've heard a lot of things happen here.
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 For a second.
This is quite interesting because he is moving the planchette. I am in the pitch black though, so I can't really see where he's going with it. Are you trying to spell something out for me?
I will.
Thank you. Can you tell me when you've reached the letter?
Yellow.
Yellow. What does yellow mean? Can you tell me what that means? Maybe you can make a loud noise for me in here as well. I would love to hear something from you. I've heard you can slam doors, you can move objects.
Oh, I heard a dark like growler. Like someone maybe angry or disappointed or something, or moaning like ugh.
Oh, is it okay that we're here? I feel like someone...
Oh, that's the kids.
Are there children here? If you can hear my voice, if you go to the shiny, colourful lights in the hallway, you go up to those, they might light up some pretty colours for you.
I heard a kid's voice here.
If there's a child here, can you make a little noise for me? Just a little tap. I am curious where he's going with this. He's literally spelling things out, I feel. A.
What is this thing?
It's called
What am I looking at?
It's called a Ouija board. Maybe you can move it to a letter that is the first letter of your name. Or spell something out for me. I do feel like his hands are going all over this thing. Are you trying to spell something for me?
God's ending.
God.
Here.
Are you religious? I heard there's like a reverend here. Can I have your name? Maybe you want me in the hallway? Is that better?
He was heaps mad.
Mad? What are you mad about? Or what is he mad about?
It has left my memory.
I hope that you're not still mad if it's something that you can't even remember.
The relationship.
Relationship with whom? I feel like we're getting a lot of Ouija board movement. Who might be here? Can you tell me? Is this a new person coming through?
I got goosebumps all of a sudden.
New person, hey?
I'm here. Lights.
Can you touch the light?
And you?
And me? You can touch me if you want. I'd love for you to touch one of the lights though, because that's something people can actually see and you can show us that you're here.
Who's there? Dirty images.
So my name's Amy, this is Jared. We did get the word dirty upstairs earlier. That might have been in the Patreon YouTube member only walkthrough. I can't quite remember, but I'll insert it if it was.
The response of dirty images could indicate a number of different things, yet we're not really quite sure what. However, it had become a bit of a theme given that earlier in the afternoon we had received the word dirty through GhostTube while exploring the upper floors of the building for our patrons and YouTube members.
This whole top floor, little kids have been seen or heard.
Dirty.
I mean, you're talking about us, the children. The building is very dirty now.
Very dusty.
Was someone looking at something they weren't supposed to be? Someone in trouble? Is that why they got punished?
This is one of the best places.
The best places for what? His hands have frozen on no.
They're all right there.
Who's here? I want to know how many. How many people are here?
Elizabeth?
Who's that? A staff member? A child?
Here.
Yeah. Can you tell me something about this place?
Move quick.
What is going to move quick?
Hello.
Hello. I feel like a lot of different people are coming through. Like, they're coming in and out. I've come a very long way to visit the school. I would love for you to move something. Is that something you're capable of?
Try and stop me.
I won't try and stop you. I actually want you to move something. I actually want you to move an object or a door or a doll.
Lego, please.
You want to move a Lego? You want to play Lego? I don't have any Lego to bring you, I'm sorry. What do you think of this man at this table? What do you think of him? He seems to be getting frustrated or something. I don't know. Yes.
You.
What do you think of me?
Close your eyes and see.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Is there anybody here?
I'm here. Who are you? I do feel like there's someone else in the room now. My eyes are still closed. Can I open them?
There's a cat.
Oh, where?
1990.
What's significant about that year? He looked really... Is this man okay? Is he alright?
I'm not sure if this year has significance, but the building was used as a privately operated youth hostel for some time, with it eventually closing in 1990.
Welcome to the UK.
Thank you. Came a long way to be here.
I sense them. They're coming out or up.
Where are they coming from?
The cellar.
Should I go in the hallway? I've got chills, oh my god. Should I go in the hallway and meet them? I do think I heard a voice then. Who's coming out of the cellar? Cellars, oh, that door there.
Are you trying to make it? Or are you trying to make us?
I'm not making you do anything. You can do whatever you like.
Watch her.
Ooh, I feel very creeped out. Like there's definitely someone around. Can you see me?
Rebellion. Rebellious.
Talking about a child now, I'm guessing.
Sell it or cellar again, maybe.
What's going on in the cellar? Can you touch that man? He's moving that so much. Are you trying to spell something out for me?
They're not usually there.
No. Who isn't?
Him.
He's not usually.
That boy.
Is there a boy here to talk to us tonight? Is there a young boy here?
What's it to ya?
I just want to make a friend. Come a long way.
Upstairs or instead.
Okay.
Leave.
Not welcome here. Just in this room. Or do you want the boys upstairs to leave?
It's intense.
What is? Tell you what, I feel like this is intense. Whatever's going on with Jared in here.
Here. Stay here. Come in here.
Okay, I'm coming back in. Someone else here?
Right there.
Okay.
Her.
In the doorway?
The table. Daniel. Sit down.
Okay, I'm gonna come and
I'm getting goosebumps.
I'm gonna sit down.
10.
This exchange was pretty interesting, but it's also worth noting that Daniel is one of the ghosts rumoured to haunt the school. He supposedly spent much of his life helping with the school's construction before dying one night on horseback.
Her.
You keep saying her, are you referring to me? If you're referring to me, can you light one of these up like this? Make a noise for me. I have no idea what he's spelling out. It's going to be so trippy to look at this back in the replay.
I'm not.
Can you tell me about this school?
The problem.
What was the problem with this school? Or are you not the problem? You're a good person?
I would.
What would you do?
Listen.
You would listen.
And translate.
I'm listening to you, and I will be translating later what you say on this board.
Bunch of I couldn't understand it, just lots of people talking over one another.
I feel like a theme of this is there's a lot of people here trying to get a message across, and they keep...
Yeah,
they keep coming in and out. Thank you if you're spelling something out. Yes.
Address me.
Can we please have your name, and then I can address you properly? Sir or madam?
Ella, Ellen or Bella.
Okay, Ella? Or Bella?
Sex. Not him. Her.
Are you trying to hit on me?
I'm gone in a kid's voice. Leave.
Telling the kids off? Or are you trying to talk to me?
I've told you that number. 7.
7. What's 7? It's getting like really cold out here.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, what?
Without me.
This SD session felt extremely busy to the both of us, with a number of potential spirits coming through, fighting to have their say and be heard. We would also later conduct another SD session, which you'll find over on the Ouija Brothers video, and I highly recommend watching that too, as from memory, we did have some responses crossover with our own session and some very intelligent results. But we now decided to move on to our next location to continue investigating within the clock tower. This is a place where children were supposedly locked away as a form of punishment. Here we performed a GhostTube Seer session, which saw me wear noise amplifying lucid headphones to listen out for EVPs live in the moment, along with GhostTube Lens, which allowed me to digitally scry visual white noise, while GhostTube Seer could produce imagery based on environmental readings.
Right guys, we moved upstairs to the clock tower where there are said to have been children that were locked in here. There's even like remnants of their drawings on the wall. Amy's doing a seer session. She's wearing the lucid headphones, so all the sounds in there are going to be amplified. We've even got a tripwire going down the corridor because kids are said to be seen running up and down the corridor or heard running up and down the corridor. All right, Aim, so let me know what you see.
So right now I'm just watching white noise. It just looks like dust particles. I have a lollipop here as well, so if there are any children, I know that this is your place. My name is Amy and I'm just here to make a new friend tonight. Maybe you could come up to me and maybe you can use this device on my head, use your energy, and maybe you can show me something.
I heard something too while you were talking. Down that end behind the other camera.
I did not hear it. I have these noise amplifying headphones on, but I was talking so I could just hear my own voice. Tonight maybe you can come up to me and I am getting my first image.
Oh, what are you seeing?
It's of a massive tree and I'm seeing a lot of roots going into the ground. There's grass and it looks like there's crosses like around the place. I want to say tombstones perhaps, like maybe I'm in a graveyard, but they look very much just like black crosses in the ground.
I'm not sure if or how this image could be relevant, though I do know that there are a few burial places in the surrounding vicinity of the school. However, I'm also not aware of any burials there which could be related to the school itself.
Does this tree mean something to you?
Thank you for showing me that image. Is there something else that you can show me? Something about yourself? Maybe what you look like or how you want me to see you?
Ooh, could you show us your favourite toy? Kids, right?
Don't be shy to come up to me. I have, they call this a lollipop here, a sucker.
Yeah, what do they call lollipops in the UK?
I have a sweet for you.
Sweetie? I'm just going to walk down the corridor just a bit. Maybe you want to follow me down here?
There is someone here that I have a light next to me as well, a red light. And if you go up to that, it'll make some noise. It won't hurt you, it just shows me that you're here with me.
I just sort of walk in here and see if it triggers anything on the tripwire. Do you want to follow me into this room, or maybe you can go hang out with the lady in the tower there? That's your special place. Oh, I heard a noise in that corner there. Can you make that noise again? Is there anyone in this room with me? Oh, there's another Ouija board.
Your footsteps are so loud, Jared.
Sorry.
If this is your place, can you show me why it is your place?
Oh, I just felt a bit of a cool breeze come in from out in the corridor here.
It's interesting, because I don't mean that this is a really breezy location.
Did someone just walk in with us? If someone is here, can you walk into the clock tower with us and go up and touch the red light next to that lady that's sitting in there? Let us know that you're here.
I'm actually feeling breezy here.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a breeze.
Well, I'm holding the lollipop here.
Can you go up to that device on that woman's head and you might be able to interact with it and make it generate some drawings and pick some words that it can draw for you? I'd like to see maybe something that's in that room with her that will validate to us that you can hear us and that you can understand us. Oh, I got just cold chills again, just right here in this doorway. Is there there someone out here in this hallway with me? Whoops, I forgot to turn the light off, Amy. My bad. There you go.
Got an image.
Oh, as soon as I turn the light off, you got an image.
I'm looking at a cityscape. So there's all like city buildings here, and in the sky, there's all these black things. I can't tell if it's planes, like the city's getting swarmed by planes.
Right.
Or perhaps they're birds, like a lot of black birds.
Can I just say as well, I just felt like I was swaying then.
Okay.
You know, like sort of when we've been in an earthquake before, right? When we lived in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And the building felt like it was swaying. I felt like I just had that.
Maybe a bit of like seasick or vertigo or like...
Maybe. I don't feel sick, but like, yeah, I just felt like I was swaying a little bit.
Thank you for showing me another image. Maybe you're still getting used to this. Could you show me where you are right now? Yeah, my hands are getting really cold here.
I'm feeling a breeze in here, I'm telling you. I'm feeling a breeze right here in this hallway. Did you see that?
No.
Maybe it could have been an animal, but I thought I heard like maybe like high pitched sort of screaming or yelling.
Weird.
Is someone there?
Can you tap on something for us? Make a noise? Okay, I've got another image. I'm seeing a blue, perhaps bed sheets, and there's a human on it, or it looks sort of human, kind of like tied in a knot, like a figure 8, but it's like so indistinct, like there's no human, I can just tell it's human. It looks like skin and hair and a head, but yeah, it's very abstract.
Sometimes some of these abstract images, I try to think, could it be symbolic of something? Could it be, like try to look beyond what the AI is drawing and maybe think what sort of words or message could it be trying to represent?
I would say like caressing.
I think I stepped in dog too, Ames, because I get a waff of it every now and then.
Oh my God. Why are we so bad at that?
That's the second dog incident on this trip. Can you show us what it was like in that tower when you were getting punished? When you were sent there? Can you describe to us what you felt, what it looked like perhaps? Or maybe what you did to pass time while you were in there? I know that you like to draw.
Maybe you can use this to draw me a picture.
Now, I feel like the tower's been quite quiet, but it's interesting because you said that the kids come and go, and you specifically said earlier that they sometimes come, they're only here for a little bit, and then they leave. So maybe the fact that we're not getting as much is actually more interesting than actually getting something.
Without much success in the clock tower, we decided to move down the hall to another area to reach out some more via GhostTube Vox. This space was a place where Griff had previously felt something he described as potentially evil, and it would be where we had our most intelligent response of the night.
Thank you very much. That sounded like a kid.
That sounded like a kid that said, sing a song.
Oh. Ring a rosy, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. Weak?
Weak or wait?
Did you like my singing? Can we swap these balls up just for the sake of science? Oh. Look at all these lights, how fun they are. Can you come in and do that and then talk to us maybe? You just need to move those balls, push them.
Are you still there? My name's Jade, this is Amy, what's your name?
Is it okay that we're in this room? I thought I heard a kid then.
With your
With my
ears?
ears, yeah.
Because nothing came to your Vox. What did it sound
It wasn't
like?
Vox.
Yeah, maybe you take over and you hold the Vox for a sec then.
It was a faint childlike voice, like, I have no idea what it could have said. This just sounded like, meh. Is there a child around? I would love to talk to you. Maybe something posing as a child. Can you tell me about your time at this school? You were talking to our friends Steve and Griff here last time they visited. Are you able to come out and talk to us? We would love that.
The guy said last time this door was closing on its own. I'm just going to remove the door stop. Oh, okay, the door definitely does close.
Let it close and see if they can open it or push it.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Do you have the strength to move this door?
Yeah. Well, go on then.
Yeah, well, make sure you're filming the door.
The guy said last night here that you're able to open and close the door.
Can you do that, please? I know that might be hard. What did you learn at this school? Okay, maybe you rather talk to Jared.
Interestingly, all the balls were going off before and now none of them are. Right, kids, I'm the teacher. You can call me Mr. Crypt. And I'm here to do a math class with you today. What's 1 plus 1? Who can tell me that? Or 2 plus 2? Come up to this device in my hand and tell me 1 plus 1. Oh! It just said 2!
It did.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like a kid.
Okay.
Thank you, good work, well done.
Lollipop for you on the table. What do you feel about that? 1 plus 1.
Can we try a harder question, Mr. Crypt?
Oh, if you know what 1 plus 1 is, they said 2. Okay, 2 plus 2. Can you tell us what 2 plus 2 is? Two times 3. 3 times 3. 5 plus 5. Alright, going on to an English test now. I want you to tell me the letter that comes after this sequence. A, B, C, D. Nobody. I'm disappointed. No one can tell me what comes after D. Alright, we'll do another game. Do a game with the class. We're going to do opposites. What's the opposite? Not off, but... This is going to be a long game. We did get 2 before though.
We did, it really sounded like 2.
Not cat, but... Dog. Dog was the answer we were looking for.
We spent quite a bit more time playing teacher to the class, but either we weren't very good at teaching or our ghostly pupils just weren't that cooperative, as we didn't receive any further responses of interest. So we decided to move way down to the underground cellar, which we felt we'd earlier been instructed to visit during our SD session.
Basement EVP time.
My favourite time.
Rolling on EVP. My name is Amy, this guy here is Jared. Can you tell us your name, please?
Can you tell us why you're down here? Seems like an odd place to hang out. I said something, it sounded like it came from over there to me.
Heard tapping or something directly behind me.
Just to hang out. Just to hang out.
What made that noise?
If you are down here, can you tell us whereabouts you are? That came from over there.
It's almost like it's showing us that it's over there. Can you move one of the bottles on the floor for us? We've heard that you do that often. I want to hear it.
Rolling on EVP. My name is Amy. This guy here is Jared. Can you tell us your name, please?
What I heard something then. I hear something then. Can you tell us why you're down here? Seems like an odd place to hang out. I just heard something sound like a camera from over there to me.
Without any further sounds of interest, we were able to wrap up our night at the Haunted George Jarvis School. This made for a truly epic location to explore, investigate and film, and we cannot thank the Ouija brothers enough for inviting us out to such a magnificent place. So please don't forget to go and show these guys some support and check out their video at the school too. But we do hope that you enjoyed watching this investigation, so if you did, please make sure to like, comment and share this video out there. You're also going to want to check you're subscribed with the notification bell switched on, as we still have a few videos to come which will round out this year in the most spooky of ways, including a haunted hotel in the US and a very creepy jail in Australia. You won't want to miss the next episode on Amy's Crypt.
Crypt keepers, I look really scary now because I'm doing my exit in the car. I didn't want to be too loud because there's, you know, we've just left the building and there's neighbours and stuff, but what an incredible night. I want to just make sure that you guys go and watch the Ouija brothers video after watching mine as well. They did an Estes with us right at the end of the night and it was really cool, and I do think there was some crossover and overlap with our Estes, but it actually got kind of creepy. Like, definitely go watch it, and those guys are definitely worth subscribing to and supporting anyway. They're amazing, really cool guys, and cheers guys for having us. I loved this place. This was such a good night, such a good investigation, and the location, as I said right at the beginning of the video, it looks really awesome. I think that we had a few very interesting moments. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. That really, really helps us out. If you want to do any more reading about this one, head to my website, AmysCrypt.com, and you can follow us on social media at AmysCrypt. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye.